I don't know what to do with my life. It feels like life as I knew it is over. Now I can either cry about that forever and ever and ever, or I can restart my life and make it something better. But that is much harder said than done. But I have to try. People leave, and that's okay. I will always have myself, and that's something worth appreciating. Being mature is really, really hard. Like, you always know what the right thing to do is, but to follow through with it is so much harder than it sounds. To pick yourself back up, to not reminisce on something that's completely over. You can't change things in your past. You have to focus on the future. Like, understanding these concepts is easy, but living by them is really, really hard. It's been a week since the person I thought I would spend the rest of my life with decided they didn't want the same thing. And honestly, it was a very complicated closure to that relationship. But I got all the closure I needed, and I just have to move on. It's really nice to know that heartbreak is just such a universal thing. Like, no one should ever think that the end of a relationship means that something's wrong with you, because celebrities get cheated on, you know, the most beautiful people in the world, the richest people in the world. So it kind of brings into perspective that you can be perfect and things can still end. But it also means, like, if you recognize behaviors in yourself that, you know, you're not a good partner, you should definitely reflect on those and grow up. It doesn't mean someone should love you if you're toxic. That's not true either, but the point is, like, you don't have to be toxic to get your heart broken. It's just something that happens. People grow apart, and that's okay. That's okay. I'd like to believe that it's for the better, you know, when things like this happen, that there's something better planned for you. If I become too technical and critical, I don't know what the possibilities of that are, because really good people end up in bad scenarios that they don't deserve to be in. So if the universe always gave you what you deserved, it just wouldn't add up in some scenarios. But in a scenario like this, where you just need a little bit of hope that the future's better than what you think it is right now, it can be reassuring in some ways. I don't know if I'm being delusional, but I'd like to think that there's better things lined up for me. I haven't lived my happiest days, for sure. I don't know. I just don't know what to do when I get up in the morning. I don't know how to spend my days. There's just so much to rediscover about myself or be inspired about that I'm just too sad to do right now. But it'll happen, and I don't know. I picked up a vlogging camera and just decided that I'm going to document me taking it one day at a time. I've had a YouTube channel for a long time now, and I stopped making videos a long time ago because I just thought me waking up every day, going to uni, sometimes not even going to uni, just sitting at home, like, is something so boring. No one would want to watch that. After this heartbreak, when everything's come to a standstill, like, I realized that's just how people live. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be doing something extravagant all the time. You don't have to have your makeup and your hair and your life look perfect for everyone else. Like, especially when you're at a really low point in your life, it's okay to take it one day at a time. And I'm gonna I'm gonna take you guys along with me, or just keep this series to myself. When I do eventually see better days, I'll just have this cute montage of me recovering from a heartbreak. And not even just that, like, apart from love and relationships aside, like, just being happy in my own company. Like, every self-help book, therapist is gonna tell you how important that is, but it's really freaking hard to do. You don't just sit alone by yourself and suddenly be like, oh, this is really cool. It takes effort and reflection. I remember myself to be the kind of person that had so many dreams for myself. I was a hustler. I always had things going on in my life. Like, anyone who knows me would know that I was inspired by everything and I wanted to do everything. And I've completely lost that spark and that fire inside me. I feel like I'm starting over. Like, my life is a complete blank slate. My life is starting over at 23. And that's okay. It could have been much worse. Could have been married with kids and realized, oh my god, this is never the life I wanted to live in. Some people are there and then they can still start over. I'm only 23. I'm so young. I'm so thankful. And I'm getting this opportunity to, like, reassess myself and rebuild myself. And everything will be okay. I know it. Everything will be okay. That's all. I don't know what else to say. It's been a long week.